Hi guys, thanks for joining me on Making with Marilyn. It is time to get ready for Christmas. I have about a 5 or 6 foot Christmas tree that's white. It's a second Christmas tree for us. And for the last several years, I've blinged it out in bright pinks, really cute colors. But I am really loving this year's black and white, buffalo check, and copper color. So for this year, I'm going to change it up a little. On today's video, I am going to put words on these bronze colored Christmas ornaments that I got at Hobby Lobby. The color is just beautiful. I got 12 of these. The sticker price is $9.99, but they were half price. So for $4.99 or $5, I'll get to make 12 ornaments. I'm going to cut out some words, and I'm going to use words of inspiration or praise. I'm going to use some Oracal vinyl. I'll use some clear contact paper as my transfer paper. I'll use my brayer, my scissors. I have a scrapey tool in case I need it, a ruler in case I need that, my weeding tool, my standard grip mat. I'll cut the words out with my Cricut maker, and I'll use Design Space to create them. So if you want to follow along, hit pause, gather everything you need, and let's get started. Okay, we're in Design Space. And I came up with 12 words that I wanted to use on my Christmas ornaments. And the font that I used is called The Skinny, but I did use it in bold because it was going to be really skinny if I didn't. And I am just going to use regular vinyl that you adhere to something. So it's not heat transfer vinyl, so I don't need to mirror the words or anything like that. But let me show you what would happen right now if I were to click Make It. You would see these letters are all over the place. So if you are new or somewhat new to Cricut Design Space, just remember, if you want it to cut out like you see it on the screen, you have to click Attach. So now I click Make It. And you see everything is where it's supposed to be. I'll click Continue. I'll click Vinyl. It tells me to load my fine point blade. So when I get the camera turned around, we'll make sure that the fine point blade is in clamp B. And we'll go ahead and get that done now. Okay, so I have just a standard grip mat, and then I have some Oracal vinyl. It's not the uber sticky permanent vinyl. And I just want to get that set in place. Use my brayer to really adhere it down. Now I want to make sure that I have my fine point blade in, which I do. I always take it out, push this end, and then you can check the blade to make sure there's nothing on it from the last cut that you did. We already have it ready to cut. We have it set to vinyl. So let's go ahead and load our material. And it's ready to cut. Okay, now that took about 6 minutes to cut with all the words that it needed to cut out. I'll go ahead and unload my mat. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove my mat from my vinyl. And I want to get that covered up right away to keep debris from being on it or dust from getting on it. Now I am very concerned that these letters are too tall for these smaller ornaments. So I'm going to cut out one word. So again, I cut out the word trust. I'm going to go ahead and weed what I don't need. This Oracal weeds really nicely. I start at one end and then lay it down. Now if you pull your backing off, you can see if it's not sticking. Just pull it straight that way. Okay, so I am going to start in the middle with the U. Move that up just a little bit, not very much. I think it's going cockeyed though. I need to straighten it. Okay, so I'm going to press the U down. Okay, the U's down and the transfer tape's actually trying to come up from it. So I'm going to start in the middle of the R, press up, straighten it out a little bit, and press down. Okay, let's try my T. I think it might have gone a little bit crooked. Oops. All right, gonna have to pull it up with my thumbnail. I'm gonna pull some of this off. See how it looks. Okay, so it is going a little bit crooked, not horribly, but it's not how I want it. So I'm just gonna pull it up and pull it over a little bit. There we go. My S is already starting to stick down. I don't want my T to stick down with it, so I'm cutting large slits so that I can get the S down without having the T touch. Okay, now I'm ready for my T. I'll pull the T over, the bottom of it over a little bit that way. Okay, so the only thing I see on this that I don't like, maybe you can see it, is there's a little bit of a buckle in that. So I'm going to gently pull that up. Lift it out, pull it tight, and then rub it down as I go down. Perfect. Okay, so now we have the word trust. I'm going to try to turn the overhead lights off and add some side lights and see if you can see that a little bit better. When you're working with shiny things and lights and cameras, it's just not always easy to do to get it to look right in the camera, but now I think that looks great. So, okay, we'll just pick this top corner when it says hope. We'll weed out the excess. I poked all the way through though. Let me do another hole through it. There we go. Peel my backing off again. Let's see if I try to peel it up. See, it doesn't come up if I try to just peel it up. So let's remove the backing from it and see if that helps. Yes, that works great. Okay, this one is 4 letters. It doesn't have really a center letter, so we'll just start with both center letters. Before I go too far though, I want to go ahead and cut some slits. Okay. Let's get the O and the P down in the middle first. Okay. Okay, that looks good. So I need to kind of twist on my H for it to be positioned correctly, I believe. Okay, and then see if I don't do any twisting on my E, it's gonna, whichever side I put down first is gonna pull inward. So I'm gonna keep some pressure out here. Okay, I think that's good. If not, because I'm using something that isn't super sticky, I can pull it up and adjust it slightly. You wouldn't want to do that a whole lot. It's a whole lot easier just to get it on right the first time, but it happens. Okay, so you may or may not be able to see from the side of this. I don't think you can, but this O is humped up a little bit. So I'm going to try to work it out. And I think I'm going to have to lift up to give it some place to go. There we go. Okay, I want to press it down as I go and not have it stick. So this is pretty slippery, kind of like a wax paper. There. That fixed it. Okay. And there we have the word hope. So now I'll go ahead and do the rest of these, and then I'll show them to you at the end of the video. Now it's time to put something on the Christmas ornaments so that we can hang these on the Christmas tree. And I have about a 4-inch piece of black and white gingham and about a 12-inch piece of twine. This will get cut down later, but I like to use plenty. You can buy this at Dollar Tree, Walmart, many places. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by, let's feed the gingham ribbon through. And then I'm going to put my twine on top of the ribbon. I want to have about equal amounts of twine. And then I want to have about equal amounts of the ribbon. Okay, that looks good. So I'm just going to again with the twine on this side, the up side, I'm going to tie a knot. Now I'm going to feed my twine through first and then my gingham. If you're coordinated enough to do both of them at one time, that works nicely. Okay, so I like the back side better, so I'm just going to twist this around. And I'm going to kind of maneuver the ribbon where I want it. I want to pull it slightly up, and then the one that's on the back here, I want to try to pull it to the front side. So just give it a really good twist. I think I'm going to try to twist it the other side, see if it works out better. That wasn't bad, but I think it might angle upward more if I go this direction. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my twine, pull it up. Notice how it is no longer equal. Don't know how that happened, but that's why I always give myself some extra, because things just happen. You don't know why, but they do. Feed my twine through. Pull the knot really tight. And I think that's messy looking. Let me redo this. Okay, I'm going to start a little bit further down. I think what happened was I started too close to the edge and it just didn't work out too well. You can always pull your knot up like I'm doing now. And you want it really tight. There, that is plenty big to get around the Christmas tree, the branch of the Christmas tree. Cut off the excess. Now what's funny is now I like the back side better, so I'm just going to twist it back around. Okay. Whoops, I pulled my top off. Okay, so there we go. Super cute little Christmas ornament. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish all the ornaments, and I'll show them to you at the end of my video. If you liked my video or found anything in it helpful or inspiring, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment section. If you'd like to see what I'll be working on in the future, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to receive notifications of when I upload a new video, tap on the bell. Thanks for watching. I'm Marilyn. Bye-bye.